Hello there, welcome back. I am going to do Christmas themed models today. First of all, I'll just sketch a few ideas and then we'll move to Blender and then try to model those things. Let's go. Okay, I have Procreate in front of me now and I'm just going to sketch a few ideas. Christmas related items. Here we go. Okay, I'm done with my Christmas sketch now. So it's not the tidiest of sketches, but I think this helps me get a better idea of what I want to make in Blender for this Christmas theme. I'm thinking that I want to model these characters like the snowman, Santa, Rudolph, and the angel. And then maybe I'll make the other things to decorate the rest of the space if I have time. I'm gonna see how I go. Okay, I'm in Blender now. I'm just gonna make various things that I've sketched over here. The first step is to create a base that would fit the general idea of all these characters, so then I can just duplicate them and then adjust where needed. That's the plan. I don't have too much time tonight because I do have to sleep a bit earlier. I gotta go to the office tomorrow. So I'm gonna set an alarm for an hour from now, and when it goes, I just have to stop. There we go. So we've started the timer. Let's begin. I think we can keep this square this time. Just bring it up a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we can start by subdividing this, then duplicate and move it up. And that can be the head. Wait, maybe we want chibified, so it'll be a giant head. Yeah, let's do chibified versions. Even Santa will be chibified. Let's just take this model and just duplicate it a couple times for every single character. We want a snowman, duplicate, and we want Santa, and we also want a reindeer. This is a challenge to create 4 characters in a relatively quick time. We are not aiming for perfection here, we're aiming for speed. But I still want it to look cute, of course. Just give enough space and then we can just move them around later to fit in a nice layout. But for now, we are focusing on modeling, and these are my 4 characters. Which one should we start with? I think Snowman is easiest, and for Snowman we just have to make its body bigger again. 2-tier Snowman. Let's make his head a little bit bigger. I think this will do. And smooth it out. Let's start by making its hat. I think this should be relatively easy. Snowman is made of relatively simple shapes. Really all we need is a flat cylinder for the brim of the hat, and also another cylinder to be the top part of the hat. And for the buttons, either you can just start with a cube and subdivide it, or use a circle, but let's see how I go. I'm going to add my cylinder. I'm going to scale it up, then scale it on the Z axis, move it up. I think we can go flatter than that, or smaller first, and then flatter. I've subdivided it, so now I'm going to add a loop and then do a bevel here. And that works out fine. So we're going to zoom in now. I think I also want to add an inset to both sides here. So that's I, and inset it. Cool, that's a good start. Maybe we can make it a bit lower, like here. And duplicate that, move it up. We can adjust the height, move it down, adjust it a little bit too. Now we need the top bit to be less rounded and more squarish, so I'm just going to go to the edit mode, vertices, let's do X-ray, so I can get the other side too. I'm going to shift it up, and I'm going to do the same for the bottom, so that looks more top hat-like. Now get out of X-ray mode. It's a bit big. You just do lots of adjustments until you get it to the proportions that you like, really. Yeah, let's make a chubby snowman. Let's just grab proportional editing. I did X-ray mode so I can target both sides and just slightly increase it so it's more egg-shaped, I guess. Yeah, I like that better. This one too. I just converted to mesh. And it's X-ray again. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. When it's more like an eggy shape, it looks cuter in some way. We're gonna get the snowman done at least. I think they're all pretty simple to do. I just have to think less and just make something. Cube. Scale on the y-axis, subdivide, do an inset on both sides, Go back, shade smooth. Eye placement is very important. You got to get the cute ratio right. If you want to make cute characters, just make sure the eyes are positioned in about the middle-ish of the face, or whatever looks good to you. You can just do trial and error. Well, I'm just going to mirror it for now. Just x-axis. We don't need them on the back of their head. Now we want to make a carrot nose. I mean, cubes can make anything really. So let's do a cube. X-ray mode, edit mode, this vertices mode. I'm just going to select this and decrease it so it's like a cone-ish shape. I'll just move these vertices out a bit. What happens if I add a subdivision? Shade smooth, add some loop cuts as well. So it's more carrot looking. Yeah, that looks carrot-like, but is it cute enough? Let's see. On the y-axis. You know what? I think that would do for now. Let's do a button. Actually, let's just copy the eye, duplicate it. We don't need a mirror on that. Move that to the middle. Create an array. We want the array to be on the z-axis. We have 3 buttons. Move it down. The z could be a bit further apart. I think that will work. Apply. So then we have those separate buttons that we can edit into place. Move it down, go to edit mode. I'm going to just move it closer to the body here. So I want to separate these. I'm going to do P, divide by selection, and this as well. But now when you get out and go to object mode, they're all like separate buttons. I'm going to set origin to geometry here and rotate it. Then move it towards the body. And same as this one. Towards the body. Yeah, it looks about right. And now make the mouth. So I'm just going to copy this button over here, origin to geometry, zoom up a bit, cool, and then we can make some more here. These ones, I think we can reflect them to the other side, and this one too. There we go. This is not quite in the center, but let's move it along. Cool, we have a snowman. Oh, but the buttons, the mouth buttons are a bit far away, so let's just move them back. There we go. I think we got a snowman. Now the last thing to do is to create the arms. I will use a curve, use a path. Move this here. We can curve it so it goes up a bit. Reduce the size a little bit too. And scale it again. The depth should be bigger. And reflect it with mirror. Cool. Rotate a little bit so it's like, yay, happy snowman. I'm just trying things. Remember what I said? Try things and hope for the best. You never know if it's going to work or not. Let's just convert this to mesh. Okay, let's close these up. So I'm just going to zoom really far in and then grab the edge and fill it in. Just fill all these in. F to fill in. I'm going to go over to the other side and do the same thing. I did Alt and then click on the edge to select that whole round. There we go. There, we have a snowman. What is next? So I think Rudolph should be pretty easy to do. Do Shift S and do cursors to selected. I'm going to add a cube. And I'm going to make an ear of some sort. X-ray, scale, and then subdivide. Edge loop. That's good. Just have to slow it down a little bit. Is that alright? Yes. Get out of X-ray mode. Maybe the air could be a little bit slimmer at the top. Cool. Shade smooth. Shade smooth. Shade smooth. Now that 3. I'll change the render too, so it's not all pixely on render. My computer's making loud fan noises. I kind of want to make the bottom of this face a bit more egg-shaped again too. So I'm going to convert that to mesh and do the scale thingy, maybe lower. Yep, that looks about right. I'll worry about the body later. It looks like a cat still. So bring this forward a little bit. I'm going to add a mirror modifier. Let's do another path. Let's rotate it, bring it up. And I guess we could do a similar thing to what we did with the snowman. Just bend it a little bit. And I'm going to add some depth to that curve. duplicate this. This time I'm just going to finish this whole antler first and then reflect it. Just a lot of estimating at the moment. Nice. Okay, I think we can just convert that to mesh and then I'll fill them in again. Edit edges, Alt click on the edge and F to fill. Alt click on the edge, F to fill. Last one, Alt click on the edge and F to fill. And then we can subdivide that, reflect it. There we go. Oh, that's better. Okay, now we want the red nose for Rudolph. Bring it forward. So I'm just gonna add eyes. Where does the nose look right? Let's just make it go in a little bit more. Just going to, at the inset on either side of the eye, reduce the depth a bit more, smooth it out, and then position it in the right place. Let's make it cute. And in a mirror, just shave that smooth as well. Move this towards the face. Okay, maybe I need to hide the snowman because it's kind of in the way at the moment. Or I could do this instead. Cool. Create a cube, move it here, reduce the size a little bit. I'll just do X-ray mode, extrude, and subdivide, rotate. I think that will be okay for an arm. We just need to shade smooth and reflect it. And I think we can bring this up a bit. We could just take the arm, duplicate, and chuck them here. Yeah, that works. Look, we have our little reindeer. I don't think we need to add the tail since we're only looking at it from a front view. But you can add it if you want to. Alrighty. I think I'll just leave the reindeer for now and just go to the next one. I want to keep this process moving. Maybe the angel should be next. I'll make a dress out of the square. Yeah, that's better. Add a little cut for that. I think that works. Yeah, and then just smooth it out. Let's just set origin to geometry and then also move the cursor to selected. I'm going to add a path and that will be her arm. Oh, let's move this up. Yeah, my computer's really taking it right now. It can't really handle what I'm trying to do. I want to like curve the arm so it's like in front like that. I'll do this with the path somehow. Just grab this vertice and bend it in front here. Yeah, the computer's really not handling what I'm trying to do right now. Maybe I have too many characters on one document. Who knew 3D was going to be this intense? I feel like I could try using my gaming computer, but then I have to set up the whole screencast thing again on it. Let's just try this. Not quite. This is getting really tricky. I'm just going to add depth here just to see what it looks like. Oh, that's starting to look like something I like. I think that will be good. I will convert to mesh and do that same thing I did before where I do Alt, then click the end, F, then subdivide. That could work. We got my snowman here. He's pretty much done. Then Rudolph, all we need to do is probably add a muzzle and a belly here with the UV unwrap. We've got half an angel here and then all we have to do is Santa. But that will do for tonight and I'll finish the rest tomorrow hopefully. Anyways, good night. Hi there, I'm back with my Christmas buddies. Hopefully my computer will be a little bit faster today. I've got my kitty headphones. They're not the Razer ones that are super expensive. I was feeling a bit cheap, but I still wanted cute headphones, so I got these ones instead. Yeah, so I'm going to just continue making these models, and hopefully I can have something cool by the end of the night. This angel, what's next? We can try get the hair done. I'm just going to tab into the edit mode. I just decreased the subdivision to 2 so I can have a more basic mesh. I wanted to select some parts of the head and duplicate it so it just makes some section of the hair that I can change up later. I'm just going to try things out. It's a little bit slow still. I guess it can't really handle too much models on one page, but I'm just hoping that my computer can survive this little project. So that's like the head cap. That might be enough to start with, so I'm going to duplicate that. Right click to cancel. I will add the solidify modifier and change the offset a little bit. Oh wait, if I can do that, I can probably subdivide that too. Cool. Okay, that's a good start for the hair. Just try to edit it so it looks more like what I sketched. I want to be able to see both, like if this solidify part was like just a little transparent. Whoa, this is a bit funny. I'm not sure what I did to get this. I'm just playing Christmas tunes in the background. It's just nice to listen to. Oh, there we go. Oh, that makes it a little bit easier. What have I been doing all this time? This is very much improvisation here. I still haven't got the hang of making humans in Blender just yet. It's pretty difficult. I mean, that's alright. I think perfect is not the thing here. It's just to get something that looks alright. We can always fix it later. The halo should be easy. I think I'm only able to transform the shape when I press control now, otherwise it lags way too much. Could bring it up a little bit. I mean, I guess we could reuse the reindeer feet, except we need to change it so it will reflect on the dress. Scale it. I think she needs little shoes too. Make the feet a little bigger. Ah, I like that. How about the base a bit bigger? Okay, now to make them actual shoes. Shift D, cancel P, divide by selection, and then now we select the shoes only. I think that'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna give her sleepy eyes. We use the curve for that. I'm gonna subdivide this. I think that's kind of the shape I'm going for. Let's just add some geometry here. Increase the depth. And the mouth too. Just do another curve for that. I feel like I'm just gonna have these front on again, but just curve it just in case. Convert to mesh, alt click, fill, alt click, fill, subdivide. I better save it just in case something happens. Make some cheeks as well. I think cube will suffice. Scale on the y-axis, edit, go to face mode, select both faces and inset. Scale on the x-axis, smooth. There we go for the cheeks. I'm just gonna add some subdivision and reflect. I feel like I should add eyebrows as well, so I'm gonna add another curve. I think there's a way to target specific points and adjust the thickness. Alt S? Oh, there we go, Alt S. Well, knowing that thickness trick really helped. How do I make wings? Maybe I can start with a plane. Maybe I'll make like a wing-like shape and then see how I go. I am guessing here. This is probably not the right way to do things, but I like to try things and hope for the best. I'm not really sure how this will work. I don't know. I just want to see if it will make a wing if I subdivide it. Actually, it looks like it would work better if this side was where it started. Oh, there we go. I think we've got something sort of working. Bit of trial and error. It's kind of like drawing, except with vertices. I think that will work. Let's shade smooth. That kind of works. Let's add the mirror modifier again. Nice! Yay, an angel!
angel. So now we just have Santa left. It's getting pretty late. Can I finish Santa in time? So Santa's going to be a bit different. I'm going to stick to these proportions. So I'll make his head smaller than the body. He can be the big guy. I do not know how to approach it, but you know, as I always say, give it a go and hope for the best. I'm just going to change it so the cursor's over here. Let's make a Santa hat. Maybe I'll make the red part of Santa hat first. Is it like a cone? Or should I just do cube, because I always use cube for everything. Okay, that's a start. Okay, let's make the fluffy bit at the bottom. Duplicate, cancel selection, P. And solidify this. And also add a subdivision. Please don't kill my computer. There we go. And maybe a sphere for the little bubble, or a cube. Cool, so we have a Santa hat. The beard. I guess I could do that same technique I did before, where I take the face, convert to a mesh, and grab a bunch of faces that look vaguely beard-like, except that it's covering quite a bit of his face. Start with that and see how I go. There we go. I should name that beard. Look, I'm really bad at naming my layers. I'm gonna add solidify and add some thickness. And then also add subdivision. We can just extend some part of this to make it more Santa beard-like. And then we can just make a little moustache there too. He needs to be bigger. His beard needs to come out more if he's going to be bigger. We will give him some ears. And what about his moustache? We'll use another cube for that. Yeah, I still can't really talk while doing these things. I'm really concentrating on making the shapes. But maybe at some point I'll do a voiceover so it's not so boring watching me do the stuff, unless that's what people like. I don't know what it is about Christmas music, it just always makes me feel so happy. That kind of works as a moustache. Yeah, let's edit it a little bit more. Bring it up. Yeah, that looks very moustache-like. Let's save just in case. Should we do a nose for him too? Like a little, just a button nose. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Santa still looks a bit wonky, but I'll just do my best with what I can. He should have some cheek blushes too. Can make a belt for him. We've got a belt now. And now we're doing the arm. Very stylized characters for sure, and they're not perfect. But it'll do for this exercise. I keep forgetting to turn the screen pass keys on, so sorry about that. Okay, we can move this up a bit because Santa's running out of space. Another cube, but this time for the leg. I can do a similar thing to what I did with the angel foot. I love my mirror modifiers, and I'm going to make a boot. I'm listening to You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch by Lindsay Sterling and Sabrina Carpenter, and it sounds really good. Shift-E, P to separate by selection. At this point I'm just using the same modifiers for a lot of things, but they work. Do these guys even belong in the same universe? I don't know. They all look kind of different. Last thing I gotta do are the hands. I'll just attempt to do those mittens. It looks kind of glove-like, but we can improve that shape. It took a long time. I thought I would be quicker, but I think I'm a bit ambitious sometimes. Yeah, that's a Marvin Grossberg Santa Claus. I think I'll stop for tonight. I will continue again tomorrow, and hopefully I can finish this. It's got to be done. See you tomorrow.
Hi there. I am so determined to finish this artwork today. This is the third day I've been working on this. I finished work for the year. I really want to get it done tonight because I have to focus on creating another piece, non-Blender related. Okay, where were we up to? I've just finished Santa. I'm mostly going to see the front view, so in my case I'm not going to be too worried about the whole turnaround. So there we have our characters. If there's anything else I want to do, maybe I want to create a sparkle to use at some point. Cool. There's a sparkle. I'll quickly make a tree. So should they apply? That's better. Just needed to put a cube there. Cursor to world origin, that's what we wanted. And now I'm gonna add the camera. How should we arrange these things? Okay, let's see. Maybe I can change the camera angle and have my little characters standing around here. And let's see who I can add to the scene. Okay, I'm gonna set up some simple background. The sky. It's the Rainbow of Death. Come on, come on. Or maybe I should do two separate ones, like the one of a tree, like a snowman. Snowman can go out the tree. Then select that and bevel. That's kind of nice. Let's start with snowman here. It's a bit tiny. Let's make him a little bigger. That looks like it would be a nice scene. Yeah, if you pre-make a few assets, you can just rearrange them to a scene that you like. Though you still need a pretty good computer to make it all run smoothly. My computer is struggling a little bit. Look, we have a render! Kind of looks like a nice Christmas card cover, I reckon. So that's the first one. I'm a bit tired now, so I think I'm just going to make figurines out of the other guys. Just hold on tight and I'll color and render those. Cool, we have Santa as a figurine! Let's color him. Let's render that Santa. Okay, here's my render of Santa. Cue Angel and Reindeer next. I think I like the light blue background for her as well. We can bring down the emission a little bit. Let's render. Here we have the rendered angel, but I think the glare is a bit intense, so I'm just gonna remove that to look slightly better. Let's try pink background too. So now we have the pink version. I'll just save this and turn off the glare and save this as well. So I might just leave it at that tonight. I was pretty productive. I got 3 good renders and I think I can call that a success. So these are the 3 renders that I came up with. I kind of like them, especially the angel and the snowman. Not too sure about the color scheme of the Santa Claus one, but that's alright. I think it was a successful Blender session. I just need to get more used to making shapes on the fly, but that's okay, it's a learning process. I mean, I've seen other people progress a bit faster than me, but then again, I kind of just do this stuff after work or whenever I have time, which is not that much, but I do try to prioritize a little time to learning this, and I'm kind of glad I kept up with it this year. Hello, this is me in the present. So I was a little tired in that last bit, but if you're here, thank you so much for watching this video and happy holidays. I'll see you next time. Bye!